Ladies and gentlemen, welcome again to the analysis of YOLENO TV. I hope you're well from wherever you're watching this channel. Now, Sam GITUKU has been conducting a lot of debates on Citizen TV, and most of these debates have been trying to unearth some of the reasons why the Kenya Kwanza government has been focused only on taxation.
A charge of 2.5% every year, which is tax on tax, isn't it?
Probably it would have been good if you concentrated in my discussion with you today on the appropriation bill.
No, we'll get there.
We are here today.
We'll get there shortly. I just want to get this out of the way.
So in this analysis, ladies and gentlemen, Sam GITUKU decided to host Dr. Chris Kiptoo, who is the PS for Treasury. But one thing I noticed from this debate, ladies and gentlemen, is that even the people in the Kenya Kwanza government do not understand some of these policies that William Ruto has been introducing. There is no point for me to remind you that one of the agenda of William Ruto is tax policies, introducing more tax to a level whereby now the government gets more money from the people. So Sam GITUKU took Dr. Chris Kiptoo, the PS for Treasury, to explain what they mean by 2.5% on the motor vehicle circulation tax. Mind you, no politician has been able to explain why the government is hell-bent in collecting this tax. No politician, ladies and gentlemen. So before I share this video of Sam GITUKU, questioning Dr. Chris Kiptoo, the PS for Treasury, please like this video. That is the only way you support the work of our channel. And subscribe to our channel if you're not subscribed before. To existing subscribers, thank you so much for your support. Now, I was telling you that Sam GITUKU has been taking these politicians or these ministers under William Ruto's regime head on. So in this analysis, I'd like to bring to your attention a response that Dr. Chris Kiptoo, the treasurer the Treasury PS, what he said when Sam GITUKU cornered him. So this is what the PS said.
A charge of 2.5% every year, which is tax on tax, isn't it?
Probably it would have been good if you concentrated in my discussion with you today on the appropriation bill.
No, we'll get there.
We are here today.
We'll get there shortly. I just want to get this out of the way.
Because, the issue of motor vehicle is being taken in a, it is being twisted in a way that...
Principal Secretary, yes. I am so happy because you're in studio, because you've been told that it is the National Treasury who is the originator, and you're here. Just help us to understand. That's all we need.
No, this is supposed to be a property. It's like a charge. It's like a tax on your asset.
Yep.
Yes. So it's supposed to work.
Asset.
Yes.
So how do you determine the value of the motor vehicle?
But it's based on the valuation that comes. When you buy a vehicle, there's always the year manufacturer, the make, and you're able to determine before you even get an insurance, there has to be a valuation.
So the insurer values your car based on everything, including a value of the car which includes taxes. The import duty itself. No, you want to tax that car inclusive of the import duty.
I think for every transaction, there are many different types of taxes. You can have an income tax, and that could be you have a property income from property. Yep. Or you can also tax from income. And you can have other indirect taxes. Yep. So this is one form of taxing. And we are saying anyone who has a vehicle. Yep. It used to be, even previously there were licenses for every vehicle that used to go on the road.
It was called road license.
Road license. So it is similar to that.
And now today there's road maintenance levy in a liter of petrol.
Yeah, and it could, by the way,
18 shillings.
By the way, we have had those options where sometimes instead even of having a motor vehicle circulation, it could you could as well change and do a road maintenance levy. But we felt that we didn't need to do that because it would affect also many other people who necessarily do not even have vehicles. I mean, because anyone who pays for petroleum would mean that you have also to include the levy, and that really we didn't want to go through that.
So from that response, ladies and gentlemen, and I believe you followed the response by Dr. Chris Kiptoo to the latter. If you are very careful or observant in the way Dr. Chris Kiptoo was responding, you will certainly agree with me that the PS was unable to respond to the question by Sam GITUKU. Now, I also told you that Sam GITUKU has been trying the best he can to try to unearth some of the reasons why the Kenya Kwanza government has been pushing for these tax regimes. So, in this analysis, ladies and gentlemen, Dr. Chris Kiptoo has been unable to explain the reason why they introduced the motor vehicle circulation tax. For those who've been following these issues about this taxation, you will agree with me that this taxation is meant to only collect money from the people on vehicles. There's a time I did a certain analysis, and I said in that analysis that the moment William Ruto will subject motor vehicle owners to this taxation, then it should be rest assured that some of these people will spread the cost to the people whom William Ruto is saying that he's protecting. To someone who owns a fleet of matatus, fleet of buses that carry passengers, when you impose 2.5 motor vehicle circulation tax on these people, they will definitely collect this money from the passengers. So Ruto is not protecting these people, the locals. He is really exposing them to more pain, tax pain. You know?
I ask that question is because the amendment is coming via the Income Tax Act. But it looks like you are targeting persons perceived to have wealth by way of a car. Where does it stand?
I would say it's a hybrid between an income tax and a wealth tax, and trying to factor in a user pay tax, like a levy or what do you call ANA. Why are you saying, fine, I don't want to pay the motor vehicle circulation tax, fine. Then don't use a car. Like we're saying, I don't want to use the expressway, fine, so don't pay for it. Go through other means. In that way, my CPA colleague don't have to carry their car there.
Chairman, let me hold you there. I fundamentally disagree with what you're saying, but let me come to CK for your take on this tax.
I hear what he's saying, but I think the challenge is, I mean, even from the motor vehicle perspective, we're already paying such significant taxes. So, for example, I bring in a new car, I'll pay excise tax on it because a motor vehicle is deemed to be a luxury item.
Yes.
I'm already paying excise tax on it. From the fuel that I consume, I'm paying excise tax, I pay VAT, I pay the road maintenance levy as I use. Chair is telling us that, for example, if I don't want to pay the motor vehicle tax, I leave my car at home. The problem is that insurance is paid mainly for a year.
Yes.
You get, so unlike fuel where I will say, I don't want to incur that excise tax, I won't fuel my car, I will walk to work. This other one is a bit much more difficult to actually say, I won't insure my car, and therefore I shouldn't pay. And Chair, we're looking at 2.5%. I can tell you even for the insurance premiums from a comprehensive perspective, they're at about 5%. And many Kenyans struggle to even pay that 5%. And they even sometimes pay it in installments. And some of them actually take up third-party insurance. Yeah. So adding another 2.5%, I think, Chair, that is quite punitive.
I call it tax pain because that is the best way to describe what Kenyans are going through right now. And what Kenyans are going through is a lot of pain on taxation. There's a time RUTO, the Member of Parliament in Tharaka-Nithi, was taken to task to explain also this issue of motor vehicle tax. But you see, he could not explain. In fact, if you looked at what he said back then, he only talked about motor vehicle being a source of income, meaning you can use your car to go to a farm, probably to monitor some of the goings there in the farm. So according to RUTO, he was saying that the fact that you're using your car to go to the farm, you're already making money, and then it should be taxed. I mean, that was the response which he gave. But personally, if you look at it from that angle of RUTO, the Honorable RUTO, then you find that the government is only trying to double tax motor vehicle owners, because when you imported this vehicle, you were taxed. Every time you do an inspection, you are taxed. You pay for the tax. So every time you buy fuel, you are taxed. You pay for the road maintenance levy fund. You also pay for that. So if you be paying motor vehicle circulation, also you'll be paying motor vehicle, the levy fund. So you'll be paying more taxes because of that vehicle. So this is what Sam Gituku wanted to understand from the PS, but the PS could not respond to Sam Gituku's question. So this analysis, ladies and gentlemen, I wanted to bring to your attention what or how the PS responded to Sam Gituku's very, very calculated move. And the move was to try to explain what he expects, what he expects people to understand by the motor vehicle circulation tax. But the PS could not respond. The Honorable Ruku could not respond positively or could not address that matter. So as a result, we can confidently say that the Kenya Kwanza regime is introducing taxes which it itself cannot defend. So perhaps if you're watching this video and not subscribed, take 1 second and subscribe, like this video. Till you catch up again, stay safe and stay blessed.